Hey everybody, how you doing? This is about to be a really fun video because this is my first trip to the range with this guy I just picked up this past week. This is the CZ600 Alpha in 7.62 by 39. So it's got a rated barrel. I've got my Banish 30 V2 on here to shush the noise on this thing. On top, I've got an Arkin LH4. You guys that watch the show know I absolutely love Arkin optics. For the money, I don't think there's anything else out there that you can beat them. Plus, we get 25% off of everything Arkin with code WHOTEEWHO, so that makes it even that much more cheaper. But 7.62 by 39 bolt action. I had this exact same CZ600 Alpha in 6.5 PRC. It was absolutely incredible. It did half-inch groups all day. For the money, if you're not familiar with these 600 Alphas, this is the budget-friendly CZ bolt action in a whole bunch of hunting cartridges. This one, like I said, is in 7.62 by 39. But if you're looking for a budget-friendly deer catching machine, check out the CZ 600 Alphas. Like I said, I just bought this one last week from my local spot Tollivers, but I love them. Has a more vertical grip. I like the stock, and the other one that I had was incredible. For the triggers, in this moolah range, I don't think there's anything. I'm going to triple check this. I already checked it, but I'm going to do it again just because. For the money, I don't know that there's a better trigger out there in the budget-friendly category out of the box for deer catchers. At the range today, I'll be the first one to tell you, my first trigger squeeze, it kind of surprised me. I know it's hard to tell there on video, but that's a really good trigger. It has the pick rail machined in there, so you don't have to spend the money on another rail. Yeah. The Arkin LH4 on there did really good for me. But I went to the public range today because they got 200 yards, and I wanted to stretch it out. I'll be the first one to tell you. A bunch of people showed up, including a younger guy blasting an AR. And you know how hard it is to do precision groups when there's somebody right beside you in a covered roof going boom, 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 just blasting with an AR. And then a bunch of old FUD dudes spreading the FUD lore, I kid you not, showed up. I didn't even go to 200 yards because at that point I was just ready to get out of there. Yeah, I say FUD lore, I kid you not. I was overhearing their conversation because I had my electric earbuds on, just hearing everything they were saying, and they were just saying a bunch of FUD lore stuff that isn't true. But anyways, I don't know why I'm telling you that, but that's just part of my day-to-day. But let's hit the range and see how I did with this thing. I sighted it in for this video, the cheapest stuff I got, 123 grain Wolf steel case. So let's see how it did. It did good. All right, so right off the rip, I got it. I bore sighted it, and it was pretty close on. Right off the rip, the first three, that was like, it's like a half-inch group. Again, I was ready to get out of there. When I don't know. People have different opinions of the range. Some people want to check their targets every 5 minutes, and it's like, dude, you just checked your targets. You're shutting down the whole range, making everybody stop because you want to check your targets every 5 minutes. And that just really gets on my nerves. It's a public range. You got the same rights that I got. You paid your money. I paid my money to get in. But man, and then when they check their targets, they want to walk to the 200-yard mark like they're a turtle at turtle speed. When I go to the 200-yard mark, I'm sprinting because I know there's 10, 15 other dudes up there waiting on just me because I need to check my targets. So I didn't even get my targets like I normally do to measure them with the calipers, but you guys saw how I did. There were a couple groups that weren't the hottest, but those, it was towards the end, I was again getting aggravated. And there was one group where I noticed that the can was a little loose. Not by much, but maybe like I'd hate to even guess, but like 1/20th of a turn, just barely turned off. And that little bit made the groups open up. Either that or I was still just frustrated and just ready to get out of there. But not the fan of the public range, but again, I wanted to take this thing to 200 yards. And I also took a whole bunch more. I found like 8 different types of 7.62 by 39 ammo, and it was my plan to ammo test them all real slow, take my time. But man, it's once that guy started blasting with the AR and a muzzle brake, I was like, there's no way I'm doing precision groups next to this guy. And like I said, I was just ready to get out because so many people showed up. But now we got it sighted in. Next time you see this, I will be doing a very extensive and slowed down and expensive ammo test. But this thing was no different than my 6.5 PRC I had when it comes to grouping well. And that was with the steel case stuff. So stay tuned. I can just about guarantee you we're going to do some really good groups with this again, probably of several different factory loadings. Also, I have 2 different subsonic loads in 7.62 by 39 that I'm really excited to test out too. So, appreciate you watching. Thanks for coming along. If you need a deer catching rig, these CZ600 Alphas are hard to beat. Like I said, I picked this one up from Tolliver's this past week. And if you need a budget-friendly scope that's going to do you good, check out an Arca. But hey, appreciate you watching. Suppressed 7.62 by 39 is a whole lot of fun. A whole lot more coming on this thing. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you on the next one.
Load it up and get it on as soon as you can. 30-06, 10 mil, 50 cap. It don't make a difference, man. We like to shoot